Hey friends, today we've got something special for you. We're diving into the world of incredible construction machines and equipment that will absolutely expand your knowledge. Be sure to stick around till the end so you don't miss any of these amazing machines. Muck truck. At first glance, this may look like an ordinary wheelbarrow. However, what sets it apart is a powerful motor built right into its frame, transforming it into something far more capable. This is why it is commonly known as a mini dumper or motorized wheelbarrow. Powering it is a Honda GXV 1605.5 horsepower petrol engine paired with 3 forward speeds and 1 reverse gear. A 4-wheel drive system allows it to tackle muddy ground, uneven terrain, and steep slopes with confidence. Its maximum speed reaches approximately 5.6 kilometers per hour. Depending on the model, it can carry between 250 and 365 kilograms in a single load, a remarkable capacity for its size. This makes it a popular choice across construction sites, farms, stables, and a wide range of other demanding applications. SRW, Mule Rover. Due to the rapid advancement of technology in the construction industry, machines have been introduced that make heavy and exhausting work much easier. This machine is one such example. It is equipped with a hydraulic boom arm that allows operators to clamp and lift even very large and heavy blocks with ease. The entire weight of the block is supported by the hydraulic arm. The operator simply guides the block into position and places it accurately on the wall. This makes the construction process faster, less physically demanding, and significantly more efficient. Icon Vulcan. What if you could print your next home instead of building it? Sounds wild, but it's happening right now. This is the Icon Vulcan, a massive 3D printer that's revolutionizing how we build houses. Forget bricks and lumber. This machine uses a specially designed concrete called Lavacrete to stack walls layer by layer with pinpoint accuracy. It all starts on a flat concrete slab, and from there, the printer follows a digital plan down to the millimeter. The precision is remarkable. This additive manufacturing approach cuts material waste by nearly 95% compared to old-school construction methods. And because it's automated, the printer can handle complex curved walls that would cost a fortune or take forever for workers to create manually. The material itself is genius. It flows smoothly during application, but sets almost immediately, strong enough to hold up the next layer. This isn't some far-off concept. These homes are built to resist mold, fire, and high winds, making them incredibly tough. Humans still play a key role, managing the technology and handling roofs, windows, and plumbing. A complete home can be printed in just weeks. Bolmag MP 8500. This machine being unloaded from the truck may look like a toy-like device at first glance, but during construction work, it plays an important role in making the ground stronger. It compresses the soil, which makes the surface much more solid and stable. It comes with a remote control that can be taken out from the machine, allowing the operator to stand at a safe distance and easily operate it. Because of its narrow and compact design, it can be taken even into very tight spaces. Before using it, the protective covers placed on the drums during transport are removed, after which it can be sent into extremely narrow paths where it vibrates and compresses the ground, which is its main function. This process removes any empty spaces inside the soil and makes the ground more compact. Its body is also very strong. As you can see, if it accidentally rolls down while working on a slope, it usually remains safe. It can simply be lifted with a crane and put back to work, and immediately starts operating again with the help of the remote control. Infrared Asphalt Repair KM International. This is a kind of futuristic method for repairing potholes and uneven surfaces on roads. This impressive machine fixes potholes in a very interesting way. First, the machine is placed directly over the uneven surface or pothole that needs to be repaired. Inside the machine, there is a large infrared heating panel, along with propane gas burners and ceramic plates. The propane burners heat the ceramic plates inside the panel, and these heated plates then produce infrared heat. As the heating continues, the temperature gradually rises to around 150 to 180 degrees Celsius, which makes the asphalt soft and workable. Once the asphalt becomes soft enough, workers begin repairing it using their traditional tools. They loosen, reshape, and properly fix the pothole while giving the surface a smooth finish. If necessary, they can also add a small amount of fresh asphalt to strengthen the repair, but only if it is required. After leveling the surface properly, the area is compacted using a compactor to make it even and strong again. The entire process usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. In comparison, doing the same work using traditional repair methods can often take much longer. But with this new infrared heating technology, the job can be completed far more quickly. Hadrian. The Hadrian X is one of those machines that genuinely makes you stop and think about how much construction has changed. Built by Australian company FBR Limited, it's essentially a giant robotic arm mounted on a truck, and its whole job is to lay bricks automatically without anyone placing them by hand. You load the house design into its computer system, and the arm just gets to work. It uses the same standard clay bricks or concrete blocks you'd find on any normal building site. The bricks are fed into the system automatically, and the arm picks them up and sets them in place using a special construction adhesive rather than the traditional cement mortar most of us are familiar with. That's actually a big part of why it's so fast. It can lay somewhere between 500 and 1,000 bricks an hour. At that kind of speed, the walls of an average house can go up in a day or two. A human crew doing the same job might need several days, sometimes even weeks depending on the complexity. Now, it does work best with brick sizes specifically designed around the machine. Gomaco CC1200E. If you've ever wondered how those perfectly shaped curbs along roads get made, this machine is probably the answer. It's a machine that builds concrete curbs automatically. No wooden molds, no shaping by hand. Those older methods worked, but they were slow and inconsistent. The process is straightforward. Wet concrete from a mixer truck gets poured into the machine's hopper. Inside, an auger, a large rotating screw, pushes the concrete forward into a metal mold. As the machine slowly moves ahead, that mold shapes the concrete into a clean, uniform curb behind it. The machine also handles curves well. Round roads, traffic islands, parking areas, no trouble. Built-in vibrators compact the concrete as it forms, removing air pockets and giving the curb a dense, smooth finish. At speeds up to 40 feet per minute, long stretches get done fast, with less labor and very consistent results. Zoomlion 101. This is truly a marvel of engineering, a machine so powerful and clever that it almost looks unreal. It is one of the world's longest concrete pump trucks, built by the Chinese company Zoomlion. At first glance, it looks like a normal heavy truck, but when it starts working, a giant robotic arm slowly unfolds from the top. This arm, called a boom, can stretch up to 101 meters, which is about 330 feet high. To understand how tall that is, imagine a building of about 30 to 35 floors. This machine can reach that height from the ground. The truck pumps wet concrete through strong pipes inside the long arm and sends it directly to the place where builders need it, even at very high floors. Before machines like this, workers had to lift concrete using cranes, buckets, or small pumps, which was slower and more difficult. But the Zoomlion 101 makes the job much faster and easier. Its long boom can move like a robotic snake and place concrete very precisely. Special lightweight materials and advanced engineering make such a long arm possible without breaking or shaking too much. Uline striping paint machine. This machine looks very simple, but it is still very useful for many people. When we have to mark lines on parking lots, professional workers usually do this job because the lines need to be very precise and straight. But this tool is so easy to use that almost anyone can use it. You should shake the can well and then place it inside the machine in the special holder. After that, there is a small trigger or hook on the handlebar. When you press it, the paint starts spraying onto the ground. Then you simply push the machine forward manually while it sprays. As you can see, it sprays the paint in a very clean and professional way. Cymex PL2000. At first glance, this machine might leave you wondering what exactly it does. It looks unusual, almost like a giant rotating grinder. But in road construction, it performs a very important job. It is used to remove the top layer of damaged asphalt from roads. Instead of digging the road with heavy breakers or cutting it piece by piece, this machine grinds the surface smoothly and evenly. The working idea is quite simple. A large rotating drum fitted with many strong metal teeth spins rapidly and shaves off the upper layer of the road. As the machine moves forward, it cuts the worn-out asphalt and leaves behind a clean, level surface that is ready for a new layer of asphalt. Before machines like this were widely used, road repair was much slower and more labor-intensive. With modern milling attachments like this, the job becomes much faster and more precise. A wide section of the road can be milled in a single pass, saving both time and labor. In simple terms, it helps road crews repair damaged roads quicker, cleaner, and far more efficiently than older methods. Trail Rider Slipform Paver. This machine has a very simple mechanism, yet it performs its job extremely efficiently. Whenever a concrete path, pavement, or small road needs to be built, this machine can make the task much easier and much faster. The machine works together with a concrete mixer truck. The truck moves ahead of the machine and continuously feeds fresh concrete into it. As the machine slowly moves forward, the concrete enters the system where it is spread, compacted, and shaped using internal vibrators and a special mold. As a result, the machine automatically forms a smooth concrete path behind it. Workers mainly guide the machine, control its alignment, and make sure the surface stays level, while most of the heavy work is already done by the machine itself. This type of machine is especially useful in places where large highways are not required. It is commonly used for building walking paths, bike trails, park roads, farm roads, and other light traffic routes. Because of this system, a job that might take several days using manual methods can often be completed in just a few hours. RoboMaster 45. This machine is designed to bend steel reinforcement bars, commonly known as rebars, which are used to strengthen concrete structures. In construction, straight steel bars are rarely used as they are. They usually need to be bent into specific shapes so they can fit properly inside beams, columns, slabs, and foundations. This machine takes straight steel bars, feeds them through rollers, and bends them automatically at the required angles to produce the exact shapes needed for construction. But a question naturally comes up: why do we need such an automatic machine? Think about high-rise buildings, bridges, metro systems, or large residential complexes. These projects require thousands of rebars, often bent into identical shapes according to engineering drawings. This machine solves that problem. Somero SRS6S. This machine is used to make large concrete floors smooth and perfectly level. It is commonly used in places like warehouses, factories, parking structures, and large commercial buildings where the floor needs to be very flat and strong. But to understand what this machine does, we first need to understand something called concrete screeding. When concrete is poured on the ground, it is not naturally flat. It looks uneven and rough. Screeding is the process of spreading and leveling that wet concrete so the surface becomes smooth and even before it hardens. One important feature of this machine is its long boom arm. The screed head is attached to this boom, allowing it to reach far across the wet concrete. Because of this, workers do not need to step into the freshly poured concrete, which helps prevent footprints, marks, or uneven patches. The machine can be operated by an operator sitting on it, or sometimes by remote control. With this setup, large floor areas can be finished quickly, smoothly, and with much higher accuracy than traditional manual methods.